Good day. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Bolt.new application generation tool. I'm on the home page here and we are going to build an application. We'll see how far we can get. I also wanted to briefly show the GitHub webpage here before we start building the application, just to learn a few things about Bolt.new. In case you haven't heard about it or seen it before, it allows you to prompt, run, edit, and deploy web applications using AI technology. It is the AI-powered full-stack web development in the browser. It's a new AI-powered web development agent that allows you to prompt, run, edit, and deploy full-stack applications directly from your browser. No local setup is required. So you have these other technologies like V0. They're great. I've talked about some of them in some of my other videos, but you can install packages, run backends, or edit code. That's where Bolt.new stands out. It's full stack in the web browser. It integrates cutting-edge AI models with a in-browser development environment powered by StackBlitz's web containers. So that allows you to install and run NPM tools and libraries, run Node.js servers, interact with third-party APIs, deploy to production from chat, and share your work via a URL. And AI with environment control, unlike traditional dev environments where the AI can only assist in code generation, Bolt.new gives AI models complete control over the entire environment, including the file system, node server, package manager, terminal, and browser control. This empowers the AI agents to handle the entire app lifecycle from creation to deployment. Whether you're an experienced developer, a PM, or designer, it allows you to build production-grade, full-stack applications with ease. And there are some tips and tricks here which I think are important. Be specific about your stack. If you want to use more specific frameworks or libraries like Astro, Tailwind, ShadCN, or any other popular JavaScript framework, mention them in your initial prompt to ensure Bolt scaffolds the project accordingly. And you don't want to waste tokens if you don't have to. Use the enhance prompt icon, which we may try that. Before sending your prompt, you can click the enhance icon and have the AI model itself help refine your prompt, and then edit the results before submitting. And I think this is important in using AI tools like this to scaffold the basics first and then add your features. Make sure the basic structure of your application is in place before diving into the more advanced functionality. This helps Bolt understand the foundation of your project and ensure everything is wired up right before building out more advanced functionality. And that's my plan in the video, is to start more simple and to add more functionality. I expect there will be errors to fix and things to look into, and potentially setting up other accounts to integrate with this. So it will take some time. And they go on to say here, batch simple instructions. Save time by combining simple instructions into one message. For example, you can ask Bolt to change the color scheme, add mobile responsiveness, and restart the dev server all in one go. That saves you time and reduces your API credit consumption significantly. So I'll try to keep those things in mind as I build an application. They do say here that Bolt.new is in beta and they're actively improving it based on feedback, and you can report issues if you encounter them. And they go on to say here, if it runs on StackBlitz, it will run on Bolt.new as well. So there was a quick overview of the Bolt.new. Now let's go ahead and get started and build an application iteratively with it. Alright, so I typed in a very large prompt here. I didn't want to record that. It would be too boring, but basically I'm asking it to build a new web app for a new online training class. that I would provide the content for. Needs to take credit cards. It needs to have 100 chapters, and it's going to cover all kinds of different topics. It's going to use Supabase. There needs to be a quiz module that can ask the user some questions and show them the answers. Also told it that I want to use Next.js and Tailwind, and to use deep purple and blue color theme with clear, sharp text. It needs a login page, product information on it. Use auth like Supabase and their database to store information that this web will keep track of, or web app will keep track of. Needs to use the free Stripe e-commerce. We don't need to worry about taking real credit cards yet, but just use the free version of Stripe for starters. Create a responsive landing page that will be SEO friendly and that has cards on it for the main product features. And I want a nav bar with a hamburger menu that is responsive and a footer that's easy to update. And I may add a few other words here. Okay, so now I told it for the product landing page, just write down a lot of information, all the types of things a new person to the world of IT needs to learn about in a comprehensive list. There could be a few dozen topics mentioned, and I'll say at least. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and submit this and we'll see what happens. I know it's a lot of information. I was gonna start small, but we'll start big first and see what it does. So here it is creating the code in the online window here. And you can see it's creating all of our initial files, updating package.json, installing our dependencies. You can see all of the files that it's creating. And down in the bottom right side of the screen, you can see where it's doing the npm install. We'll just go ahead and let it run here and come back in a moment. Okay, let's check up on it here. It's writing the footer page. It says it's created the initial setup with a beautiful responsive landing page featuring a deep purple and blue theme. The landing page includes modern nav bar, hamburger menu for mobile, hero section with clear call to action, feature cards highlighting the key training areas, comprehensive topic list, footer with all standard sections. The next steps will include setting up Supabase, authentication and database, creating the curriculum flowchart and table of contents, implementing the quiz module, setting up Stripe integration, creating protected routes for course content. Would you like me to proceed with any of these steps? So I will say yes, but let's let it finish here what it's doing. All right, so just looking around here, I see it generated some errors. So here we can see potential problems detected. Do I want to fix the problems? Let's see what some of them are talking about. Module not found, can't resolve. What else do we have here? Module not found. All right, let's go ahead and click Fix Problems, and let's see what happens. It's creating some components for us here for the theme. All right, so this looks nice. It finished the preview here, and we can take a look at it and scroll through it, but let's see what it said over here on the left side. It said that I've added the missing theme components, the theme provider, the theme toggle, and the drop-down menu. Required UI component for the theme toggle. The application should now work without error. Would you like me to proceed with implementing any of the following? So of course we will do that, but let's go ahead and scroll through the page here and click on a few things. Master modern IT infrastructure. Comprehensive training for IT professionals covering systems, networking, security, and more. So, systems, admin, networking fundamentals, infrastructure services, security essentials, web services, and best practices. What you'll learn. So that's cool. It listed all kinds of things here that would have content behind all of them and other training videos that are part of the class. Ready to advance your IT career? Join thousands of professionals who have transformed their careers through our comprehensive training program. Get started for $99. And so there is the bottom footer. Has some nice links and all the standard information, legal support, privacy policy. And it created a company name, 2024 IT Pro Training, all rights reserved. So there's lots of things we could do with this. Let's click on a few other pages and see if it made them. So page not found. How about the about page? What about sign in? And get started. All right, so we basically have our home page. We can look at the code for a moment to see what it's done. There's our app folder, our components folder, hooks, and some of our other configuration files. There's some UI components, lots of those. All right, let's go back to the app for a minute. Okay, it's telling us about other problems. Let's just go ahead and see what it does here. I'll click fix problem and let's watch it. Was hoping that's what it would do. It's creating the additional curriculum page and adding the card component that's being used in the landing page. It's creating a bunch more content for us here. It says it created the card component that's used throughout the application. A new curriculum page that shows the course structure with a grid of cards. It includes a new responsive grid layout, cards for each major topic, module listings with checkmark icons, consistent styling with the landing page, and gradient text effects. And then it asked me again, do you want to do these other things? Which of course I do, but I think I may ask it to do some animation of the page or pages that it's finished so far. So let's look at the curriculum page. Okay, here is the curriculum. Master the essential skills of modern IT infrastructure. Fundamentals of IT, Windows administration, Linux administration, networking, infrastructure services, security, web services, cloud services. And it says this is just a preview. Each module includes detailed video lessons, hands-on labs, and practice exercises. That looks pretty good for a start. And I'm going to have it fix this problem. They're going to create the missing price page for me with a beautiful design that matches their theme. Let's let it finish that. Okay, let's go to the pricing page now and see what it says. Simple, transparent pricing, lifetime access to our comprehensive IT training course, and transform your career or start a new career in IT. Change your life. Complete IT Pro course, $99, one-time payment, access to comprehensive chapters, HD video tutorials, hands-on labs, interactive quizzes, certificate of completion, 24/7 access, practice exercises and examples, course updates and new content, community, forum access, download course materials. Get started now, 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. And here's a cool little FAQ. which they could link that to this. Go ahead and try the FAQ page and it should blow up. Unless it already built it for us. Okay, let's go ahead and tell it to fix that problem. And now it's going to create the FAQ for us, so that's cool. Alright, it's cranking away here. Creating the FAQ page, updating the component, and updating our package JSON file. So here's what it says. It created a comprehensive FAQ page with common questions and answers, the accordion component from ShadCN UI for a clean interactive FAQ interface, and it updated the package JSON to include the required Radix UI accordion component. So let's give it a try. Alright, it got another error. Let's tell it to fix it. It says it's fixing it. There was an extra content tag at the end of the file, and it's fixing the FAQ page syntax error. So let's see if it does it. Alright, let's scroll down to the bottom and click on FAQ. It has a nice FAQ. And of course, this should not be built yet, but let's go ahead and click on the contact the support team. And it doesn't find it. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to fix the problem. Now it's adding the contact page. And as a side note, while we're waiting for that, I will check the amount of tokens that it's used in case you're curious, because I am, to see how many tokens. At some point during the video, I will go check my tokens to see what it's used. Alright, there's a really nice contact us page. Email support, phone support, community forum, send us a message, the FAQ, so we can click on that. Let's see if it's linked to the FAQ. Yep, it is, so that's cool. Alright, let's keep building. Well, and let's also take a look at the code to see what else. There's our contact page, our curriculum, FAQ, pricing, all the components, the footer, the nav bar, theme provider, theme toggle. It's really cranking out a lot of code here. Okay, so I clicked on the About page. Of course it's broken. Now I'll tell it to go ahead and fix the problem. Let's let it resolve it for us. It's going to create the About page for us. It created it and it's loading it up here. It says I've created a comprehensive About page that includes key statistics about the platform, mission statement, expert team profiles, unique selling points, consistent styling with the deep purple and blue theme. Let's check it out. Okay, About IT Pro Training. We're dedicated to providing comprehensive, practical IT training that prepares professionals or new people in the industry for real-world challenges in modern infrastructure management. But it will also be about programming and setting up web servers and a bunch of other things. Let's go ahead and ask it to make a couple changes on that page. But first we'll scroll down and just see what it did here. 10,000 students trained, 100 plus chapters, comprehensive lessons, 95% success rate, 200 plus hours of content. What's the mission? Meet our expert team. Maybe I'll have it throw some fake images of people in there. Let's see if it will do that. Why choose IT Pro Training? Let's ask it a few other things here. Okay, so we're going to kind of divert away from what I originally asked it just briefly here. And I said, can you add free people images to the About Us page? Give a little more details about each person. Include a hyperlink in each person card to some Wikipedia page about their specialty. Let's see what happens here. I'll enhance the About Us page with images and more detailed bios using Unsplash for professional headshots and adding relevant Wikipedia link. That sounds like fun. We'll be back in a sec. So it finished. It says it added headshots, expanded bios, certifications, and areas of expertise. Wikipedia links to their specialties, improved the card layout with a better visual hierarchy, added proper image optimization using Next.js image component. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Oh, that's cool. Dr. Sarah Chin, lead instructor, systems admin, learn more about IT enterprise infrastructure, and I can see the link there. It goes to Wikipedia about system admin, so that's cool. Certifications, that's nice. Areas of expertise. There's a link there, learn more about cloud computing. Let's move on. Okay, so I typed in a new prompt here, still diverting away from the other features I wanted to implement. Basically asking it to do some animations. Nothing too crazy, but subtle animations. If they can use GSAP, that would be cool. The green sock library that's been around for a long time. Let's see what it does. It says it's perfect for our needs, the framer motion, and has a more React friendly API than GSAP. All right, we'll come back in a second. It's creating components, animations, fade in, stagger children, scale in, scroll fade. All right, it got an error, so let's go ahead and tell it to fix the problems. Unhandled runtime error, fix home page features. Let's see what it does. Okay, it looks like it fixed it. Let's go back to the home page and you can see the cool animation as it loads and scrolls through the page. Ask it another question here. Did you add them to all existing pages? And if not, please do so now and from now on. For all new pages I ask you to create, I want them all to have this same type of animation. Please confirm you understand that request. It says I'll ensure all pages have the consistent animations. We need to wrap more elements with our animation components across all pages. Let me confirm the strategy. Fade in for heroes, scroll fade for cards, staggering children for grids, scale in for interactive elements. I've already implemented these in the home page, but I'll ensure they're consistently used across all pages. From now on, I'll automatically include these in any new pages. Would you like me to update the existing pages and ensure they all have consistent animations? Heck yes. Do it. So it's going to go to town on that. Let's see if it does it and gets any errors. It's updating the curriculum page, the pricing page. Well, let's see what it did here. So it updated the curriculum page, pricing page, FAQ, contact, and about us page. Restarted the application. And says that it added animations to the hero sections using fade in, the card and sections using scroll fade, lists and grids using staggered children, and interactive elements use scale in. Let's hit refresh and watch it load. And we can see the subtle animations there. I think that looks really nice. Let's look at the curriculum page. All right, got an error. Let's go ahead and click on fix it and come back. Okay, it fixed it. Let's take a look at the curriculum page now, and there was the animation. We can hit refresh. Go back to the curriculum page, and we can see the animations coming in there. All right, so let's go to the pricing page now. Interesting, it lost some content though, we'll have to deal with that. Let's look at the About page, and we got an error, so let's go ahead and fix the problems. Okay, so I'm back for a moment. I'm just asking it to generate some other pages, the terms of service, privacy policy, and to do some updates to the About Us page. So once it's finished with generating my requests, I'll come back and show where we're at with the pages so far. So what does it say? It's created the terms of service and privacy policy pages, follow industry standards and best practices, include all necessary legal sections, formatted for easy reading, include animations for better UX experience, are responsive and match our theme, cover all aspects of our service including course access, payment terms, data handling, user rights and responsibilities, and legal protections. Is the sign up terms of service. Let's click on privacy policy. And it probably didn't write the cookie policy, so go ahead and click on that. And we'll have to tell it to generate a new one. I will just be clicking through all of the footer navigation links and having it create some additional pages for us. And again, once it's finished with all these things, I will come back and click through all the pages. It's just generating more code now. Okay, I'm back, just generating more pages, asking it to apply updates and fix a few more errors that it created as it's generating all this new content. Now I'm having it create a bunch of topic pages. We'll go ahead and let it finish doing all of those also, and they will link to the curriculum page cards. Okay, so now I'm asking it to develop more information on the curriculum page, as well as creating an actual chapter page with hopefully a lot of information on it. We'll see. Right at the moment, it's adding loading and error states to the chapter pages, so we'll let it finish that. Having it build a help center page, and it got a couple errors and it's fixing those now, and it's just about ready to walk through the site. Okay, now I'm going to click through the application, but I did download all of the code that it generated and opened up the folder here of the download, and there are 416 files with 116 folders that it created, which is a lot. Let's get out of that and go back and look here in the File Explorer, and we can take a look at all those files. So we have the application, about, chapters, lots of chapters with different information like network basics, Linux administration, and so forth. I had it generate all those pages. The contact page, cookies page, curriculum, FAQ, features, forgot password, a help page with individual articles, or really just one article for now, but the ability to have all the different articles, a search page, there's error pages, pricing page, privacy, sign up page, a sitemap page, a terms page, then topics. There's a lot of topics. I think there's at least 10 of them, maybe more, that I had it create. It took it a little while. I had the video paused while I was making a lot of these pages so it wouldn't be too boring. But all these pages here were created, which I'll show them here in a moment. And the components, so there's animations, UI stuff, lots and lots of those. So it's all very organized and it works really well. So let's take a look at the preview here. And I also plan to deploy it and give it a try. But first, let's click through the site and just look at some of the things that it did. So there is a main message here at the beginning of the page, and then I can click down to go to the bottom of the footer as I was testing things. There's documentation. You can click on that and it pulls up basically a complete overview of all the pages and resources on the site, and some of them will require authentication to access. I'll be working on that next. The Help Center has a search engine in it, so like if I type in account, it finds anything about the account, and then for instance I had to create your account page, and click on that and it loads up a nice create your account page to help you learn how to create and set up your IT Pro training account. Step-by-step guide, troubleshooting, and if you still have problems you can contact support. Let's go back to the Help Center. That's the Help Center, and we can go back home and scroll through here. We can get started now to sign up, or click view curriculum, which has some pretty good information on it. Then what you'll learn, kind of a high level. Each one of these tiles can be clicked on to see more information about that area of the training class. We can scroll down a little bit more. I had it put in 100% money back guarantee, and then like you could get a certificate once you're completed, and had it generate some impact in numbers, how many students, student rating, career growth, a success rate of people who completed the course, and a testimonial section. And then in the footer, of course, we have a FAQ. You can go there, and it has like an expandable FAQ area. So that's nice. Let's go back to the bottom and look at the pricing page. Lifetime access with all the benefits, one-time payment, get started now, preview your certificate, why choose our training, and some other basic information. And the Start Learning Now button, which takes you to start your IT journey. Complete your purchase, pay your fee, and start learning. There's a terms of service, which is also in the footer. And there is a privacy policy, and also there is a cookie policy. Let's take a look at that. And we have an About Us page. You can click on that. We have a nice formatted page. Meet the team of IT professionals dedicated to providing comprehensive training and expertise in modern infrastructure and technology. So it pulled some images off the internet, the importance of professional IT training, and I just mentioned my YouTube channel, of course, which is what you're watching now. We can go back home, and I think we've looked at everything there. The curriculum page, let's take a look at that. So these tiles also you can click on. They go to the other pages. Then there's a course overview, and if we go down a little bit further, there's a detailed chapter list. Now this would all be locked down to people who would purchase the class, but for now I can click on them. So like Introduction to IT Infrastructure, that is going to pull up another page that has the chapter overview, the video lessons that are included, any images or other information, resources you can download, and a chapter quiz at the end of each chapter. So we can go back here and then click the back arrow to go back to the curriculum. It remembers where it was at. So like if we were, let's say we were down further in security and networking in that area, and so we go into that chapter, and then when we're done we click back to curriculum and it takes you back to where you were. I believe I click on everything here that this Bolt created. It's really amazing to me. It did take a little while. It did generate some errors, but it fixed every single thing. It never got stuck on anything, which I just think is amazing. And so I'll be working on other features, some back-end integrations and things like that. I may end the video here, or I may continue on in a part 2. We'll see. But in case that's it for this video, I hope you enjoyed seeing this product and how it quickly generates really entire systems. The back-end part will be just as interesting to me to see how it goes through that. But thanks for stopping by and watching, in case this is the end of this video. Well, I'm not gone yet. I'm trying to build it and get it deployed to Netlify. It's building it now, and I tried once to get it to deploy to Netlify, and it just kind of sat here. So I may have to look into that a little bit more if it doesn't work this time. I may be back with an update. Okay, well, I'm still here. I was trying to get it to deploy, and it actually like nuked my application here running in this environment. And so I've been asking it some questions like what version of Next.js was it using, and you can see some comments here. I'm just going to point this out. It says, looking at the file modification history, the original project was built with Next 14.04, React 18, React DOM 18, and then they downgraded to 13.4.19 and 18.2.0. And so it goes on to tell me the issue started when we tried to deploy it, which is true, and then we had to downgrade Next.js to fix the SWC binary loading issue with the web container environment. We also pinned React to a specific version for better stability. And now it's working again here. So that was a little crazy. Not exactly sure why it got broken when I was trying to deploy it. I will reach out to Bolt and find out what's going on. Otherwise, I'm just gonna manually try and deploy it myself. If possible, I'll make a follow-up video because there's some other things I'd like to do with this application, assuming it doesn't break. I don't think I'm gonna try and deploy it again just because of what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. Hope you found it interesting. I think it's really awesome that we have this kind of technology to help speed up developing systems. There's a lot more I want to do with it, but it'll take more time, and this video is already long enough as it is, so I'll talk to you next time. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new content.